Hello vinyl community, this is Randy back today with another video. Today I'm going to show you some records that I got as a result of winning a contest, and then also some records that were ones that I got due to vinyl community influence. So back before I ever started making videos, I used to watch Earhead 6 a lot, Bo, and he seems like I remember him using a few times this phrase, winner, winner, chicken dinner. So I can't remember exactly what he was referring to. I don't know if he won a contest or maybe he got lucky when he was digging for records and found something really good. I can't remember. But I do remember the phrase, winner, winner, chicken dinner, which I'd never heard before, but it's certainly applicable. In this instance, I won Richard McCook's contest, so it was very exciting. He had his draw, and I think I was probably one of the first people to see the see the video, and I posted a comment. All I said was congratulations to the winner, because I didn't want to give away who won the contest for those who hadn't seen the video through to the end yet. So anyway, Richard replied to my comment. Randy, did you see the whole video? You won. I replied to him, did you check your email yet? I've already contacted you with my information. So he was really quick. He did a PayPal thing, and it came out to like $65. So yeah, what a great contest to win. And I can tell you, I always have a lot of records on my want list in Discogs. So, I would say that between the time he posted his video and the time that money was spent was probably less than an hour. So, thanks a lot for that, Richard, for being so efficient. And then the second part of this video is going to be, I saw a video recently by Mega Jeff McRockmack, and he was showing some records that he'd gotten as a result of being influenced by the vinyl community. So I have three other records that are influence records. So a lot of the records I get are probably at least partially influenced by people in the VC. But these are I guess some really specific records that were that I heard people describe, and they sounded really good. So but to start with the prize winnings, the first record I got, TRex, the slider. Richard McCook is a big TRex fan, and I really just knew the one song, Bang a Gong, which is a great song. And I'm sort of familiar with him from the Mott the Hoople song. I guess it's David Bowie wrote the song, All the Young Dudes, and Mott the Hoople, made the album and everything about who needs to. Or I don't guess it says I need TV when I got TRex, and yeah, what a great line. Yeah, TRex. This is a British band that started out as just a two-man band called Tyrannosaurus Rex with Mark Bolan and another guy. And I actually did have a record by them, by Tyrannosaurus Rex, that was called let's see, that was, oh gosh, I didn't write it down. Oh, well, I just looked it up this morning, but I had one of those Tyrannosaurus Rex records that I got, a long, long time ago. But that was mostly acoustic. It was very folk-oriented, and I just never really listened to it too much. I probably should. If I still had it, I'd go back and listen to it again. I'd probably appreciate it more now, or maybe I'll look for it again sometime. But anyway, yeah, there's a band from the late 60s, and then after their first few albums, I guess Mark Bolan, who was the main guy here, decided to shorten the name to TRex, and added I guess another drummer and a bass player, or so I guess it was more like a full band. And I think this was actually their third album under the name TRex. They also had one called Electric Warrior, which had a couple big hits on it. Bang a Gong is on that one. The hit on here, the only song I'd heard on this one was Buick McCain, which Guns N' Roses did on their album of cover versions that they did. Spaghetti Incident. So it's a fantastic song. So, yeah, the big reason I got this at this point, I mean, I've been wanting it, for a while, but Richard is a big TRex fan. Here's the hype sticker that came on this. This is on Demon Records, and it's a 2020 reissue. And let's see. Oh, yeah, one thing that I learned about this record from seeing the notes here on the back, it comes with this lyric sheet, inner sleeve. So this is what came in the original album too, from what I saw in Discogs when it came out in 1972. This is on clear vinyl, and I think that label is very close to what the original label was like. So yeah, Richard's a big TRex fan. And I learned from those liner notes that backing vocals on that are by Howard Kalin and Mark Volman, who were the two singers for the Turtles. So they became known as Flo and Eddie later on for a while when they worked with Frank Zappa. So it's very cool. They did some background vocals on there. Also, I learned that the photography is by Ringo Starr. So I assume that means that this picture was taken by Ringo, which is very cool. Yeah, that's a 2020 reissue on Demon Records. So I've really been enjoying that one. It's fantastic. I mean, I really liked it from the first time I put it on. It does kind of remind me of Mata Hoople or something like that. So yeah, just straight ahead 3-minute rock and roll songs, pop songs. Quite excellent. The other record I got with the winnings from Richard McCook. This is sort of a transition into the recommendation phase too, recommendation or influence phase. I got Zonked. Yeah, the Zonked Man. Recommended Spelljammer. Abyssal Trip. So, Spelljammer, this is a band from Sweden. This record came out in February of 2021. It's classified as doom metal or stoner rock. The doom metal, I can really hear some Black Sabbath influence on this. Some of the chords. So this is really heavy. Yeah, doom metal, I guess. And so I definitely hear the Black Sabbath influence on here. And there are some vocals on this, but it's not the growling type vocals. These are words that you can understand, and it sounds like a normal human singing it, so that is very good for me. I looked up abyssal. What that means is it refers to the deepest part of the ocean, where it's eternally dark. Like, well, I didn't write the number of meters deep it is, but it's the deepest part of the ocean where it's always deep down there. And it also can mean incomprehensible. So, yeah, abyssal trip. So, yeah, this is really fantastic. Some fantastic guitar work on side 2. Also, some lead guitar work. So this is a 3-man band. There's what they look like from behind. This record didn't come with any sort of an inner sleeve or well, it did come with an inner sleeve. It's actually a nice inner sleeve, but no information on the inner sleeve or anything like that. Here's what the label looks like. This is on Riding Easy Records. That's what the other side looks like. So, yeah, this is fantastic. So, yeah, thanks a lot for the recommendation on that, Zonked Man. Appreciate that. Richard Riley had taken a break from making videos for a while. Or at least I hadn't seen his videos for a while. But anyway, he started making videos again, and he did a video last week about this record called Eden Abez's Dharma Land. So his whole video was all about this record and the packaging and everything. And this is fantastic. This is music by Eden Abez. This is him. He is the original hippie, according to this hype sticker, the first ever recording of lost masterwork by the original hippie composer. Inextinguishable is the band, and they are from Sweden. And the hype sticker here says, Dharma Land is to Eden Abez what Smile was to Brian Wilson. So I guess that means he didn't get to produce it while he was alive, but it was I guess, very important to him and sort of like his masterwork. So, yeah, this is fantastic. Eden Abez is the guy who wrote Nature Boy, which was a big hit song for Nat King Cole. I know other people have recorded it too. A lot of other people have recorded it. So this tells the whole story, basically his life story, and then also the story of the recording of this record, which is some spoken words, some singing, and then it's kind of like exotica with the music. So it's all really right up my alley because I like exotica a lot. And well, it's, I think he was also kind of inspired by the Beats, or maybe he inspired the Beats. I don't know, but really cool. This label's excellent. I can tell you, this looks awesome when it's spinning around. It's kind of like the Vertigo Swirl, I guess. Yeah, so this is fantastic. It's sort of a, I guess, a philosophy of life. There's also a song on here called A Boy and a Melody, which is based on the song I Am a Pilgrim, which the Byrds did on one of their albums. And a really cool song on here called Grapevine, which they refer to it in the liner notes as sort of a novelty song, but it's really quite cool. And then here are the people who actually made the music. And in those liner notes, they explained all the history of Eden Abez and the making of the record continue on these inner sleeves. So, and then there's the people who made the record. There they are. This is an oven that Eden Abez had there, I guess where he lived down in Southern California. It's out there, looks like in the middle of some wilderness or something, and evidently it's still there. So, yeah. Oh, there he is with that, yeah, with that oven from back then. So, yeah, Eden Abez. Yeah, so this is really excellent, so thanks very much for that recommendation, Richard. Michael P. Dawson showed this record recently. This is classical music. It's music that is written by, oh gosh, what is his first name? Carl Nielsen, who is a Danish composer from the late 19th century into the early 20th century. And Michael described this record in his in one of his videos where he was showing some records, and he's made it sound really excellent. So I just immediately ordered it online, and it sounds fantastic. This is one of 2 classical music records that I have on vinyl. One thing I've noticed, I mentioned in a recent video that I've been listening to more classical music lately, and one thing I've noticed about classical music is that the volume has a tendency to swing wildly from incredibly low volume to a really loud volume, and sometimes it just kind of makes it difficult to, well, you know, if you turn it up loud enough so you can hear the quiet parts, then you're really getting, it's really almost too loud sometimes. But this one, I'm not sure if it's due to CDs or records or what, but it's not quite so intense on this one. But I guess the main thing that Michael really recommended about this is the timpani duel in the last movement of the record. This record, it's Symphony Number 4. It actually starts out with the Masquerade Overture, which is an overture that Carl wrote for an opera. So that lasts for, I don't know, I guess it's 5 minutes long or something. Then the symphony starts after that, so that's on the rest of side 1 and all of side 2. And then there's no actual silence between the movements here. It all just carries on. That timpani duel is in the 4th movement. So, really excellent. This is a, let's see, 1966 Decca recording. And I guess the name of it, the Inextinguishable, comes from his quote, "Music is life, and as such is inextinguishable." So it came with this cool inner sleeve. It's on Decca Gold Label Records. Record sounds just excellent. Whoever had it before me kept it in really good shape. Cool looking label. And they also put some dates on here. 8/1/90, August 1st of 1990. So it says new, and then para. I don't know what that means, but whoever bought this originally must have gotten it in 1990, and they took really good care of it. So thanks for doing that. The last record I have to show to you today was one that was shown and influenced me to buy it, was by the Yokohama Papa. This is Hawaii Calls, Favorite Instrumentals of the Islands, with Al Kealoha Perry, presented by Webley Edwards. So I did a little bit of research on this, and I learned that, let's see, this is a 1957 record. I think this is the original issue that I have here. Al Kealoha Perry was the musical director for 25 of these albums, which, well, what are they called? Well, 25 albums of Hawaiian type releases. So he was the musical director. Webley Edwards, presented by Webley Edwards, was a disc jockey who would broadcast from the, I guess, from the beach there in Waikiki, and broadcast a lot of exotica, exotic. I was looking up exotica. Exotica, I guess, refers to music that's made by people who don't necessarily come from exotic islands, and they adapt it some. But I guess this is more like authentic Hawaiian music. So it sounds really great. What is what we're hearing in the background now? And a lot of it sounds familiar. There's the track listing. There's one part in Blue Hawaii where they do a quote from the Third Man theme. The Third Man theme, which was played on a zither. Sounds really cool. So, yeah, so you can hear what this sounds like. It's Hawaiian music. It's really quite good. I think I'll probably end up listening to this quite a bit. Really good guitar work on it. So, yeah, I like the artwork on the back, too. Very cool. So thanks for that recommendation, Yokohama Papa. So that's all I've got to show you today. So, yeah, VC Influence. So, yeah, and thanks very much. Thanks very much again to Richard McCook for having the contest. And, yeah, that's it. So I hope everybody's having a great day. Thanks very much for watching.